This beam factory has two main sections. The first one is the production area over there. It includes warehouse, quality control area, and the logistic area. It is about 6,000 square meters. And the second section is the offices here. It's about 3,000 square meters, and it includes as well a visitor center. I should add the surroundings, 3,000 square meters of parking maneuver area. There were two main objectives to design such a building. The first objective was to increase the production capacity of IBA. We wanted to be able to produce as much as 20 to 30 cyclotrons a year, so we needed more space. And the second objective was to combine under the same roof warehousing, QC, production capacity, and then the engineering offices and some administrative offices, together with a visitor center and the corporate. So we wanted to have everything under the same roof to make it much more efficient and much more lean. This building is almost a zero energy building. From the beginning, we wanted to have it very efficient, so we designed the offices in E shape to benefit as much as possible from the natural light and natural heat. And then we selected, of course, a lot of insulation. We selected carefully all the materials of the building. We have green roofs. We have also solar panels. And we have a heat pump that is able to recover the energy of the cyclotron under test here. So having all this make it a very efficient and very green building.
So once the part has been received, it will move to a more warehousing area. So we have what we call the transit area, where it will be redirected either to quality control or manufacturing or warehouse. And the warehouse itself, we have different zones. One is called the mezzanine, so that's where we will store the small parts. And we will more manage those parts with a dedicated location. And the rest of the warehouse, we will use a more dynamic storage. And that's where we will store all the parts. So as soon as we receive the parts, we'll make sure that it starts its traceability in the system, in our ERP. So we will identify the batch number, the serial number, and then we will stick a label on the parts. So we'll have the visual traceability and system visibility. And every step will be traced in the system through a scanning gun and a barcode, and we make sure to identify and to know at which step where is the part and what is the status. With that new factory and the new building, actually we improved our efficiency because we have a more dedicated area. It's more logical the way all the steps are sequenced. We can more segregate the activities, warehousing or picking the parts to make sure to provide to the manufacturing. And also we invested in a more modern building, which helps our colleagues to feel better and have a better environment actually for work.
The QC department, it's 15 people who are working every day to ensure the conformity of the part, coming from our suppliers and from our manufacturing, based on R&D specification. We are also managing the product's non-conformity, discovered during our control or reported by another department to prevent their recurrence. The quality control of the part is very important because it's avoiding time loss and safety issue in our production and on customer side, which is very important for our customer satisfaction. So the quality control of the part should not be only the matter of the QC department, it should be everyone's business. This new building has significantly improved our efficiency thanks to our workspace. It's more ergonomic. We have now a QC lab when we can perform our control and a separate office when we can write some report in a quiet environment. We're also a step away from the other department, from the supply chain, including the manufacturing. So we improve the communication and the responsiveness.
So the manufacturing area is divided into two main zones. The first one, where we stand right here, is called the machine zone. So it's the zone where we assemble and where we test the different accelerators, mainly S2C2 and rodotrons. We are also able to assemble a beam transport line in this zone as well. And in addition to the level 0, we also have the Vault 9, level -1, where we are able to do beam tests on S2C2 accelerator. Then we have the second zone, which is called the fabrication orders zone, where we do sub-assemblies, such as nozzles, electrical cabinets, flat panel assemblies, such kind of devices, sub-assemblies. We also have specific rooms in this second zone, painting room, welding, brazing room, and also tubing and piping capacities. On the mezzanine of this zone, we are able to do piping and tubing operation as well. The main advantage of the new building is the capacity to do internal rigging. In the machine zone, we are able, with the lifting crane, we are able to take an S2C2 from the in-out area to the zone, specific machine zone, but also directly to the vault for the beam tests. This is a huge improvement regarding Lenoir 6 and the usual riggings that we are used to do with C230, for example.
The customer center has different parts to offer to our guests for different purposes throughout the day that they spend with us. Maybe the first part is the loft, where you can see it's very welcoming, very relaxing, a lot of daylight to wake them up and participate in lively discussions, but also allowing for informal discussions, having a light lunch if we want to do that. That's for the loft. The loft also has access to the terrace for the many sunshine days that we have in Belgium, as everybody knows. So we have the private guest room where they can refresh and relax, and if they need to do a phone call or take a shower, they can do that there. And then there is the last part, which is the boardroom for more formal discussions with our guests and more formal presentations. All of that at direct proximity of the management team, as we are on the same floor, so having access to them is very easy and welcoming again. But at IBA, we have about 1/3 of our business in North America and South America, about 1/3 in Europe, Middle East and Africa, and about 1/3 in Asia Pacific. So our guests usually travel long hours on a plane to come here. They are jet lagged, they are tired. It's very important to welcome them in a relaxing environment where they will feel welcome, where it's going to be warm for them, and at the same time, a place which is very representative of IBA's image, which is technology and quality. And I think that's what we try to achieve with this customer center here.
I think we can improve the mobility around the building, combining the soft mobility with the cars, making sure we improve on incentives, the carpooling, for instance, is something we should improve in the future. Second thing is maybe to add more trees around the building.
Talking about improvement, we can aim actually to improve our efficiency through the flows and the processes. We could help us with a better planification, better organization, in order to aim just-in-time logic and principle. And also we can add a bit more flexibility, as we know we are in a moving environment and our products are continuously evolving.
Our biggest challenge for this year for the quality department will be to keep our stock under control, which means that we will have to decrease our stock to 0 and to be able to work in a first in, first out mode.
What still needs to be improved in this building is the layout. The general layout of the different zones in the 2 machine and fabrication order zone have to be improved. We are now in the building since more than 1 year. It's time now to modify a bit the different paths, the different layout of the different zones to make them more efficient on the day-to-day life.
We always try to make the experience even better, and so after every visit of our guests, we try to gather their feedback and ask what we can further improve to make the scenography and the whole experience even nicer in the future, whether it's more logistic details or whether it's part of the things that they want to see or part of the people they want to meet with. We try to incorporate that in their wishes. We do that before they come to make sure that they are happy with the agenda and the people they will want to see. We do that after to see what we can improve for the next visits of the next guests.